Oya. Mimi naweza Mjojo. Niko hapa hivi kukaribisha kwa 1320 Hangout. It's yet another session. Tunakuja kuongelea pesa, tunakuja kuongelea do. So basically tunakuja kuonyesha vile utatumia do, jisave, planning for your month, nini. So that's everything that tunakuja ku invite for this 1320 Hangout. You're welcome.
Hello everyone and welcome to 1320, the coolest hangout for youth and teens. I am your host today, Miss Sarah Mudhiora, and today I'm joined by
Lexus, or you can call me Mojojo.
And
Eastmond Mwenda.
So we've been talking about money. Well, we talked about money last week, and today we're going to continue the conversation. Just like with everything else when it comes to money, there's a lot more that's under the surface. And one of the things that I think is really interesting when it comes to money is the entitlement, that comes with the money, whether that's feeling that you're entitled to a certain position or a certain amount of wealth, or it's just the self-entitlement. When we are kids, a lot of the times we feel entitled to the money that our parents make. So what are the things you guys have felt entitled to in the past? We're not saying now, because now we're good. Now we're good Christian children. Mm-hmm. That's in the past. So like in the past, what are the things you felt entitled to that you may or may not have gotten?
Okay, like for me, it was always stuff that I didn't have. For example, if I don't have a bicycle, I see other kids my age with bicycles. So I feel like, these guys are kids, I'm a kid, we need to be in the same level.
Right.
So it makes you feel entitled in the sense that you want to have what someone else has, yet you do not know how the thing comes about or why they have the thing. Yeah. So I felt entitled because people around me had certain things I didn't have.
Okay.
So
Jojo?
For me it was probably gaming.
Oh, okay.
PlayStation. We can go to the videos, or we can go to my friend's house, then we are like, yo, why don't I have the same PlayStation as they got? So I'll be like, I feel I should have it. I'll go start pressuring my parents. I'll be like, I need this, I need that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let me think. Did I ever feel entitled to something because of my parents? Oh, I remember this. So the system that I did was a system where it didn't really matter how old you are. You would just be put in a class with people that are doing the same work as you, regardless of whether you're 12 or they're 16, doesn't matter. So that was school. Then at church, I was surrounded by a lot of older children as well, and everybody had a cell phone, except for 12-year-old Sarah. And 12-year-old Sarah was not happy about it. And I can remember I cried. I was like, Dad, please, I'll be responsible. I'll do this. And I felt entitled to have a phone because everybody else around me had a phone, even though they were all at least 3 years older than me. That's a big difference. That's 12 and 15.
Oh, but you grew up fast. Just me 12 look older than all of us. Hey.
Yeah, but I felt entitled to it.
If you have pictures, please, now's the time to put them.
No, please don't. Please don't. 12-year-old me needs to just rest where she is and not come back. But yeah, that's what I felt entitled to. Now, here's the question I have. Right? There's been a conversation that's been happening very recently, I've seen on like Twitter and stuff, where people are talking about how parents feel, I don't know, I guess entitled to certain things when their kids get older because I took care of you. Like I gave you food, I took you to school, all that jazz. So as children, should we look at as children, are we automatically entitled to absolutely everything that our parents have?
The answer is of course not.
Yeah.
Wait, hola. You say of course or of course not?
Oh God.
You know, we're in agreement till I said the not. You said of course. I was
Wait.
like, of course. then
Okay.
not.
So of course not, and of course. Okay. Who do I want to listen to first? Of course, yes. I want to hear you first.
Yeah,
Everything
like,
your parents have, you deserve.
yeah,
Okay. Continue.
Because
cause I'm there, right?
yeah,
I'm their children.
yeah.
Yeah, the way it has started.
You see,
I'm there. Okay.
Okay. Yes, you're their child.
like I should enjoy, like, yeah, they've been working that so that they can please me.
Mm,
So why
you
should I not
deserve
enjoy
it.
it?
Oh gosh.
Why?
Okay. Okay. Wenda.
I think it goes with age.
Mm-hmm.
Cause
Like,
like
as
when
you
you're
get
younger,
older,
yeah. Cause when you're younger, you do not know
money.
like what they go through to have what they have.
Mm.
But as time goes by, like let's say now at this age, you should be less entitled compared to how it was, when you were younger. So I think it goes with age. It's not the same for everyone. There are those who, when they were young, they were not entitled.
Yeah.
But now
They're super
things have
entitled.
changed because
Yeah.
they've been exposed to a whole nother world.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it goes with age. At this point in time, I'd say
Like for
I would,
teenagers and youth.
yeah, I would say like it gets to a point. It's time for you to give back because
Mm.
you action and reaction. They gave you love. It's like to give back the love. Like just
Okay.
But before you give back, you should have enjoyed some things.
no, of course.
Yeah,
Says Kata,
yeah.
says Kata, for sure. I'm not disagreeing.
Okay, I have kind of a different opinion from both of them. I think that when you decide to be a parent, because there are many options for not ending up a parent. You could give your kid up for adoption. You could have somebody else in the family take care of your child, which we've all kind of seen happen. So when you decide to become a parent, you are automatically responsible for their food, their shelter, their clothing, and their education. Those are the four things where it's like, I don't really care what you say, you owe your child that. Now everything else, the bikes, the toys, the this, the that, the vacations, everything else, I think that just comes from where you said it comes out of love. It comes out of wanting your child to have the best possible experience. And I think for me, especially parents who really, really, really struggle just so that their children can have an incredible life, I salute them 101%, because there are people who have all the money in the world and do not care about their children whatsoever. So that's what I think. I think every parent should give their kids those four things,
Yeah.
and everything else is just an add-on. So yeah, that's what I think. So you are do I want to say entitled? I feel like entitled sounds a bit bratty, but a child is entitled to those four things.
It's a right.
Yeah, thank you. It's a right. It's a human right. Those four
right.
things. So Wanda, I'm not gonna finish. So you were talking about how when you're younger, right? There are things that you'd want, or there are things that you would ask for because you saw other people with them. Have you ever one?
Never have I. Have I? Usiogope, sema tu.
Have you ever pretended to have something that you don't have?
I have.
2, lied about having something.
Yes, I
Or
have.
3, posted with something that isn't yours with the intention of convincing people that it's yours.
No, it's ish. But I can share.
Okay, sure.
For me, it was like what 7 years ago or something. Anyway, so I loved cars and I loved the idea of driving. The idea of driving. So I decided. So my mom gave me like one lesson. Twende kwa ile kabro. We drove on the cabro one lap too. Then that was it. That was the end of driving for me. So a week later, I wake up. She's not in the house. I ask where she is. She has a meeting in Nairobi. I'm like, awesome. I look at the door. I'm seeing the car keys hung over there. I'm like, ooh, for me?
Actually, for me. Oh my gosh.
I took the car keys.
For me.
I took
Goodness.
the car keys. I got in the car. Just as I'm reversing, getting out, my small sister gets in. She's like, "We're going." I'm like, "What?" We're going.
We're going. I love
Okay,
that.
let's go.
I love that. 'That. 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 '
Went to a small kaka, bro. We did 1 lap. I was like, this
I'm a
driving thing,
G.
this
I'm
driving
a
thing,
G.
so easy. Let's test this tarmac.
Mm.
So you know that there's this
God.
highway, what they call it, Malindi, Mombasa,
Uh-huh.
that highway.
Oh,
So we used to live in
God.
Shanzu, so I went onto the highway, and I was like, she's normally telling me 20. Show her 40,
God.
50, 60, 70, 80.
What?
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. Hey. Then a car was reversing into the road. There was a pothole. I'm like, what did they do in Fast and Furious? So,
Oh my, and you booked it.
My sister is there, remember? Eh?
Oh God.
So I tried to avoid the pothole and the car that was reversing. So the car swung this way. I brought it back this way. There was a matatu that was parked. I hit the matatu, turned and faced this side perfectly. Then on hitting this one, the car then turned again and went off road. Then we landed in a big pile of sand. So if the car was like this big, at the end of it all, it was like this big. Yeah.
That's. I have
So,
chills. That's terrifying. I can't.
But Mungu ni nani? We were fine. No one got hurt. Even the matatu owner did not know that it had turned because it was perfectly turned.
You are
Like it was
so
facing this
lucky.
way. It turned.
That's
like,
good.
Anyway, so that was what wanting something did for me. I called my mom. She was then I told her what happened. She only asked me one thing. Mko sawa? I was expecting like a proper beating.
Hell.
Like, she just asked me, mko sawa? Okay, tuko sawa. Because I was my small sister. But I think that is what wanting things does to you. Sometimes you take things too far.
Okay. But Jojo, I know you have stories. He can't be the one on stories. I'm here to listen. Please share.
Feel free. Feel at home.
Wow. Well, this one time, I was actually grounded. So I was like, my friends had like a car. Then we were supposed to go to a contest. Your stories
have cars.
No, we were supposed to go for a contest, a football contest. I'm grounded. When I don't go out, my friends will be like,
he's grounded.
He's grounded. So I'm like, yo, okay, what should I do? So we lived like in a flat where I could hold this other side and this other side till down.
Oh my gosh.
So
how high? How high?
Like here where we are right now.
Really
higher.
Really high.
Oh god.
Really high.
I'm scared.
And it was only 3 hours remaining for my mom to come back at home. So I was like,
spike it.
So I actually went down. Went for the contest.
Oh, you made it?
Yeah. Went. I came. I
First of all,
went for
the story has an end.
Congrats.
The story has an end.
So I was like, we went for the contest. My friends didn't know anything, so I was like acting, but I was going with time. So I was like, TikTok. So it reached time like 30 minutes to mom's arrival at home. So I was like, if I don't go, whoa,
Problems.
World War. So I told my I told my friends, I'm not feeling well. Actually cooked up an excuse. So I was
good job.
I've got tummy ache, so I'll be
leave
home early. So they wait. No. So I had to go. So like when I went home, just as I was almost entering the house, mom found me.
Oh gosh!
Oh, you climbed back.
I was like,
You climbed.
yeah.
You
So
climbed
mom
back
was
in.
like, legs. And I can't let go because it's high.
Yes.
I know she'll definitely beat me. So I was like shaking.
Do I just stay here?
I'm trying to think
for you right
if
now.
I can go down and meet up with her, or I can just try and wait for her.
Which one is worse? Meeting it head on or waiting for it to come to you?
So because
Mtoto wangu ni criminal.
Oh my god.
so because I could not go down
Mhm.
because she could definitely scare me and life
Just
down.
there.
So you went up.
And that drama
So you
because
went
they
up.
were I just entered the balcony, entered home, and
Just sat there and waited.
and I sat at the chair shaking like a saint. So I was like, when she entered, I was like, Mom Pole.
Ulichapwa.
Actually, she didn't say anything. She
That
first
was.
looked at me,
Shock.
shocked, because I was such a tiny kid. It's hard for you
It's
to
a
believe
miracle.
that I could
Yes,
go
it's
that
a
tall and
miracle.
defend and go that high. So she couldn't hit me at that time because so yeah, that's definitely well. So that story is to continue.
Y'all have given me stories today.
Mhm.
Y'all have given me stories today. Thank you. I don't have stories. Genuinely, I wish I did. I know. Listen. You're not even listening. I wish I did, but
Bad.
but there's very few things I could lie about when it comes to my life. Okay, so my dad is a pastor, and my mom was the principal of the school I went to. So stop. And my mom is the principal of the school I went to. So I can't say anything because they are there to either confirm or deny. So it's like whether it's in church or in school, which were the only sources of social interaction I had, I couldn't lie about anything. So I just didn't. I just pretended I was happy with everything I had, and life went on. I did lie one time, and then I never lied again. But I lied about being from America. Don't just let it happen, okay?
Tell
Just
us
understand.
more. Tell us more.
Somebody asked, I don't remember what we were talking about, but somebody, like, this was in school, this was when we first moved to Mombasa. Somebody asked about like where people are from and stuff like that, and everybody had some pretty interesting stories, and I was just there like, yeah, I'm from the States, yeah. Then a high schooler who had, because this story apparently went around school, so a high schooler who had this story somehow got the audacity to go to the principal's office, my mother, and knocked on the door and was like, Mama Sarah. And he was like, yeah, so Sarah has been telling people that you're from the States, are you? My mom was, and obviously my mom is like, what are you talking about? No, of course not. I don't know where she's getting this from. So then he goes and tells everybody. After that, I was like, I just won't talk anymore. So after that, I stopped pretending I have things I don't. Because they were there for, I think, all of my life to confirm or deny whatever I had to say. So
this story of yours it reminds me of a verse.
what verse is this?
It's I think in Proverbs 13:7. One man pretends to be rich, yet has nothing.
Yeah.
Another pretends to be poor, yet has great wealth. So all of these things that are done due to peer pressure and all that,
It's like social media.
clouds.
Cloud chasing. Exactly. I remember I was listening to a podcast. It's called Impulsive, and it's a bunch of people from the city of Los Angeles, and they were talking about how everything you see on social media is rented. The houses are rented, the cars are rented, the clothes are rented. They were like this, and I was in shock because it's people who are from there, and they're like, no, I know. None of my friends have a house. None of my friends own any cars. Everything is rented, or they are given by a company to ride for a week, and then after that they have to give the car back. I was in shock. I was like, wow. Like, I know social media is a lie, but it's a lie. Okay. So, but I think another thing that I guess has begun to happen is also when it comes to like money and wanting things, like you said, I think you talked about earlier on.
Yeah,
we have no like self-control. Like, we're not able to just be like, okay,
you know what? Sort of switch.
Exactly. We're not able to be like, you know what, I really want these shoes. However, I also want to travel to this place, or I want to do this, or I want to go here. So I'm gonna save the money. We don't have that. There's this quote. We sacrifice something of the temporary. No. of the permanent at the altar of the temporary. I can't remember the first part, but it's basically.
Is it a quote or a scripture?
No, it's a quote.
It's a quote.
It's a quote, yeah. We sacrifice the something of the permanent at the altar of the temporary. And I was just like, that's true. That's true. Because the number of times I've spent my money on something that is not necessarily necessary. Whereas there's something I've been saying, oh yeah, I want to go do this one day. Oh yeah, and it's like, what the only thing stopping you from getting there is you spending money you're supposed to be saving.
Save that
Saving.
Save
that money. Saving.
Save that money.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
You should be saving though.
You save?
Yeah, you save.
Yeah.
How much?
How much?
Let's be honest here. What percentage of the money do we get we save? I want us to be honest.
A lot. A lot.
A lot.
I used to try like saving half the amount, if not half, at least like 40%. Yeah, then the rest where it goes, Mungu anajua tu. But yeah, so I save.
Okay.
I try.
Okay, you?
I won't lie on the percentage, but
Then just say how much
I
do you save?
I save.
Are you saving for a specific reason?
Yeah.
Or just
Saving for retirement, saving for something.
Saving for the future.
For the future?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I find that
Do you
really
save?
interesting. Yes. Oh my gosh. Yes, I save. So, especially when I'm in my parents' house, I kind of just save everything. Corona's been hard though, so I have spent some money. But for the most part, I do save. Like, I remember I had an internship where I was paid some, let's be honest, I was paid 2K a week, and I never used to spend it because I was in my parents' house. I was like, just save it, put it in investments so that it grows over time and your girl becomes a millionaire. But that's the goal. Don't laugh at me. That's the dream, okay? But yeah,
Amen.
so yeah, that's where it is. That's where I am at with
There's a
saving.
scripture in Luke
Mhm.
14:28.
Mhm.
It actually speaks about saving and planning. So basically, it says that if you want to build a tower, you will actually you will start calculating the costs so that you cannot run out of money when you're still going on with the project.
Living life,
actually.
yeah.
You see, so as much as we're saving, we should have planned for.
Yeah, it's not just saving to save or saving to have it. Because
So,
I also.
with your money?
Oh yeah, what do you plan to do with your money?
I started this thing whereby we actually came together 4 friends. Then we said at the end of the year, everyone should have 100K in the bank. Like, that was 2018, I think.
I wish I had friends like that.
The first year, I saved like 10K. Then I went to ask my friends, they were like, looked at each other, none of us made it. And same thing in 2019, we went same 100. Again, none of us made it. So hopefully this year will be that year we actually save.
How do you see yourself getting there? Because we are in September.
Yeah.
Alright.
Mungu amekuwa mwema. I'm already like,
You're well on your way there.
You're past
You're
the way.
past. Oh, okay.
But-
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Wasn't it good?
It's good. It's all good.
Yeah. Good. So okay, that's but one saving for a specific reason just to bring up the saving culture.
Yeah.
So what are you saving? What are you saving for? Let's start with you.
Why me? I'm the host. He says first. He says first. Yeah, you go fast. Me, I'm not budging.
Imagine.
I like how both of you are just. It's fine. What am I saving for? I save. I want to talk about this in public. Both of you. I save for many things. One of the things I'm saving for is I do. Oh, I don't want to talk about this in public, man. Okay, I do want to own a home one day. And I do want to own a home on land that is mine. I do want to own multiple properties. So that's one of the things I'm saving for. Yeah, that's one of the things I'm saving for. That's where we're gonna end it. That's one of the things I'm saving for. Yeah.
I like your vision.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Uh,
What are you saving for, Mr. Mojo?
Yes. What are you saving for?
Well, for me, employment has been an issue.
Isn't it?
I hate being bossed around. Actually, do this, do that, do.
I like the honesty. I hate
no.
being bossed around.
Like you should be at work by 8.
Yeah, time.
Well,
Well,
yo,
you see, I woke up at 8, so there's nothing we can do about that
like,
time.
no, but you woke up, you're still in your house.
Yeah, we're just
Yeah,
chilling.
But at 8, I should be somewhere cold. Morning cold, morning breeze.
It's not easy.
No. So
you're saving
being
for-
bossed around. So basically, I'm saving to start my own company business.
Nice.
At least I do away with that bossy.
I like how that's your motivation. Is
That's
I
fine.
never want anyone else to tell me where I should be at what time for the rest of my life. Oh, that's actually something else. I'm also saving for my company. So yeah, that's another thing I'm saving for. But yeah.
Such amazing people.
Oh yeah.
Money.
Well,
Save that money.
are you done? One more time. Just one more time.
Save that.
Why did you?
I mean, it's idea kumaliza. What to say?
Okay. Well, I think. I think the bigger problem with saving money is not actually putting the money aside. I think it's not touching the money after you put it aside.
Not touching the money.
Yeah, like not withdrawing it. Because the money is there, you have the opportunity
That's
to
why
go and
people
get
join
it.
circles.
Yep.
Mali hawezi
And
toa
investment
pesa.
plans.
Yeah.
That's actually what I did.
Locked saving.
That's actually what I did. My mom started that with my sister and I when we were 16, and then she transferred mine to me when I turned 19, when I went to college. So it's like I put money there and I cannot get it out until like the end of the year. And then obviously by the end of the year you're like, you know what? It can just go back. So you don't have access to it. It just keeps growing and growing and growing because you keep depositing stuff. And there's so many investment plans like that, which I think are really cool. And people have started to talk about them for young people. Because for a lot of times it was for like older people. It's like, I don't make 20K a day. Like, what do you? I can't save that much money. So, yeah.
Well, for us young people, let's do a rough estimate.
Okay.
Those who are given money by their parents, let's give it like the one who's given the most, the lowest, maybe 500 shillings.
Yes.
So you're like, Shikai, go to town, then come back. Ama Shikai kajibambe.
Yeah.
You see, so with that money, 500, what can you do with 500?
50 bob. Listen. So there's one time. Listen, you guys. This is it's a life changer. Okay, 50 bob a day. Like us, our age, how old are you?
Old enough.
Okay, just tell me how old you are. Come on. 22? 20. So, are you the oldest? Okay, so 50 bob a day for the rest of our lives. Okay, not for the rest of our lives, but 50 bob a day up until we're 50, you're a millionaire. Especially if it's, what is it? Is it compounded? I don't even remember what the terms are, but if you put it in an investment plan, 50 bob every single day for the rest of your life until you're 50, you're a millionaire. And not as in a millionaire where you have a million, it's a millionaire where you have multiple millions.
The problem with our generation is we want things now.
Yeah.
So
everybody's trying to live their parents' life today.
No one is gonna
put 50
save
bob aside.
50
But
bob.
it's just 50 bob. Even if it's 20.
Sounds easy.
I know. But like my thing is, even if, because something I've learned recently that doesn't really have to do with money, but I think has to do with life, is sometimes you don't go all the way. Like sometimes you're really tired and you don't want to brush your teeth, but even just brushing your teeth for 10 seconds is better than not brushing your teeth at all. So sometimes just the 10, even if it's 10 bob a day, is better than nothing at all. You know what I mean? So that's just
Preach.
So that if 50 bob sounds like a lot, do
Brush
20.
your teeth. Brush your teeth.
That's not what I was talking
From the
about.
horse's mouth.
That's not what I was talking about. So if 50 bob sounds like too much for, if 50 bob sounds like too much for you on one day, then just save 10. Just save 10. If all you have is 10, save 10. If you have 20, save 20. Like,
brush your teeth.
do you want to come and sit here and do this? Do you want to come and host? So yeah, when it comes to saving, don't put so much pressure on yourself to save 1,000 or save that little makes all the world. It's better than nothing. Like that's something we have to consider when it comes to anything in life. Is a little is better than nothing at all. So yeah.
Was it a proverb?
A
Better have a loaf
proverb.
than none.
Yes. Yeah.
Half a loaf is better than none.
Yeah. Because half a loaf is like 6 slices, bro. That's a lot of food. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking. Do you guys have anything else to say about saving or investing or anything like that?
Save that money
And brush your teeth.
and brush it.
I trust. Anything else about saving?
well-
Anything you'd like to add?
Well, actually, I would like to emphasize on the saving part. Save.
Save, man.
Save.
Tomorrow is not
Sometimes
promised.
save. Even that's a temptation. That's a temptation that I've been saving. I have like nimefikisha 1,000 bucks. So I'm like, I'm broke right now. You know, it happens.
Yeah, it does. It does. It
Like,
does.
this one time I've ever tried saving. I'm sure, yeah. So I was like, I need to buy some shoes. I'm like,
The money is
I have
there.
money.
The money is right
So I'm like,
there.
if I remove it now, probably by tomorrow it will have much work. So I'm like, okay, let me see.
And you got the shoes. You still have the shoes?
Then I told them, that's a tough question. That's a tough question. So I was like, yo, bro, I'm coming for the shoes. Nyeke. Tomorrow I was passing there. I was, I needed that. Right now, let's say
They're not there. They're not there.
Another day.
Okay, well, I think that's it. I don't really think we have anything else to add. Save your money. Save 10 bob, save 20 bob, save 30 bob. You may get to 100,000. You may get to however much money I have in my bank account. It doesn't matter. Save the money. You never know when you're going to need it. And you never know what it could use, how you could use it to serve God and to provide yourself with a better life in the future. So yeah, we have really nothing else to say. So I guess now we are just going to pray. Do you have anything else to say? No. Do you have anything else to say? Please say no. Okay, thank you. So now we're going to pray. So yeah, let's all bow our heads, close our eyes, and pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you that you've blessed us and that you've taken care of each and every one of us. We thank you that you have continued to provide for us, even in all that the world is going through and even in all that we're going through in our own personal lives. We thank you that you've enabled us to have this fun conversation about money, some of the pitfalls that we've had when it comes to entitlement and indulgence and self-control. And I thank you that, dear Lord Jesus, you're enabling us to learn from our past mistakes and to grow and become better people who are better catered to being stewards of what you have given us. I pray that you bless each and every person that is watching. I pray that you will help them even as they are saving their money, even as they're spending their money, that they may do it wisely, and that they may do it in a way of serving you and in a way of creating a better life for themselves. I pray that you will take care of each and every one of us, and I pray that even when we meet again, we will remember to give you thanks. In Jesus' name I do pray and believe. Amen.